papers.
Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay the following papers on the table of the House today, Thursday, February 13th, 2025. 1. 2025 Budget Policy Statements. Honorable Speaker, I would like members to note that the budget statement now is late for 2025. Second, the 2025 Medium-Term Debt Management Strategy. 3. Report of the Auditor General on National Government Ministries, Department and Agencies for the financial year 2023-2024. 4. Reports of the Auditor General on National Government Funds for the financial year 2023-2024. 5. Sessional paper number 1 of 2025 on the foreign policy of the Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, I note that this is the paper that you talked about or you read a message on the foreign policy of the Republic of Kenya, the sessional paper. 6. Legal notice number 5 of 2024 relating to the civil aviation aircraft accident and incident investigation regulations and explanatory memorandum from the Ministry of Roads and Transport. 7. First quarter national government budget implementation review report for the financial year 2024-2025 from the Office of the Comptroller of Budget. 8. National Government Constituencies Development Fund Board report for the second year of 2024-2025 financial year. 9. Report to Parliament on all new loans contracted by government from 1st September 2024 to 31st December 2024. Very significant document here, Honorable Speaker, that I urge members to look at. The report to Parliament on all new loans contracted by government from 1st September 2024 to 31st September 2025. Honorable Speaker, number 10, report of the Auditor General on financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2024 and the certificates therein in respect of the following. A. Kenya School of TVET. B. Parliamentary Service Commission. C. Parliamentary Joint Services. D. State Corporations Appeal Tribunal. E. Kenya Institute of Supplies Examinations Board. 5. F. Privatization Authority Mortgage and SCAR Loan Scheme Fund. G. National Irrigation Authority. H. Kenya Slum Upgrading Low Cost Housing and Infrastructure Trust Fund. I. Business Registration Service. J. Council of Legal Education. K. Office of the Registrar of Political Parties. L. Kenya National Commission on Human Rights and the Competition Authority of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, I beg to lay very significant papers in terms of the financial year are being laid today, and I urge members to look at them. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Owen. At Roman 5, the sessional paper goes directly to the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations. At Roman 6, the legal notice goes to the Committee on Delegated Legislation. And at Roman 9, the report goes to the Committee on Public Debt and Privatization Committee. Thank you. Honorable members, before we call the next order, allow me to acknowledge the following institutions in the public gallery: Kenya Institute of Management, Nairobi, from Starehe constituency; Birita Girls High School from Othaya, Nyeri; Maranda High School from Bondo, Siaya. On my behalf and on behalf of the whole House, we welcome those students and their teachers to the House of Parliament and encourage them to feel free while within our premises. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Order number 7, questions and statements.
Owen Bayer.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the procedural motion on the limitation of debate.
No. We are still on statements. You don't have
I don't have a question.
Your usual leadership statement on Thursdays?
Oh, okay. Honorable Speaker, sorry.
On the business of the week and the following week?
Okay, I got it.
You
Sorry,
have it?
Honorable Speaker, for the mix-up, but I think I have the statement by the leader of the majority. The first one, this session, Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2a, I rise to give the following statement on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Wednesday, 12 February 2025, to prioritize business for consideration during the week. Honorable Speaker, from the onset, allow me to welcome members back from the long recess. I trust that you are well rested. As we recollect and appreciate what has been achieved, I wish to point out that this session marks the midterm of the 13th Parliament. As we embark on the business ahead of us, honorable members, we still have a significant number of legislative proposals, bills, and other parliamentary businesses that most certainly need our keen attention and prioritization. Honorable Speaker and members, therefore, the collective effort of every member and every committee is critical for the realization of the constitutional mandate bestowed upon us by the people of Kenya. Honorable Speaker and honorable members of this august House, with regard to business scheduled for Tuesday next week, the House is expected to consider the following government and individual members' bills at second reading, some of which are listed in today's order paper. Honorable Speaker, the bills are the Equalization Fund Administration Bill, Senate Bill number 14 of 2023, the Political Parties Amendment Bill 2022, the Insurance Professionals Bill 2024, the Fisheries Management and Development Bill 2023, the Culture Bill 2024, the Public Finance Management Amendment Bill number 2, Bill of 2024, the Institute of Social Work Professionals Bill 2023, the Gold Processing Bill 2023, the National Police Service Commission Amendment Bill 2024, and the Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 37 of 2023. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, debate will also be undertaken on the motion on the reconstitution of other lapsed committees and ratifications of the agreement for the establishment of the African Finance Corporation. I think the Honorable Speaker read out the list of the bills and have the committees that have lapsed. Honorable Speaker, members will note that there are agreements pending consideration by the House, including the agreements on fisheries subsidies. I therefore urge committees to expedite consideration and also conclude on any other urgent business pending before them. In addition, Honorable Speaker, there are a number of businesses that include motions on committee reports whose notices of motion require to be reintroduced. I call upon all members and chairpersons of committees to urgently give notices of motion to enable processing. Honorable Speaker and honorable members, with regard to the attendance of cabinet secretaries to answer questions from members, I wish to inform the House that arrangements are ongoing and cabinet secretaries are expected to start appearing in plenary from Wednesday, 26th February 2025. Members are encouraged to be present to ask their questions as well as any supplementary questions they may have. Having said that, Honorable Speaker and members will recall that during the last week of January, the National Assembly undertook a retreat of all members of the House to deliberate on various matters of concern. Among the key resolutions made during the retreat was the operationalization of the contributory post-service medical scheme for members of Parliament. As of today, 102 members have signed up for the scheme. The House Business Committee commends the members for their commitment and encourages members to register as well. Finally, Honorable Speaker and honorable members, the House Business Committee will convene on Tuesday, 18 February 2025, to schedule business for the rest of the week. I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I lay.
Thank you, Owen. Honorable Haika, Lydia Haika, CBS.
Asante sana Bwana Spika kwa kunipatia hii fursa. Na kwanza niseme ni ukweli tuko katika safari ya kwenda kule Addis Ababa, tutaondoka kesho asubuhi. Tunatakia kila laheri kule mbele ya safari, lakini Kwa sasa nataka kutoa hii jumbe ya rambirambi kwa hayati Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Mheshimiwa Spika, kwa mujibu ya kanuni ya 13(1) nasimama kumwomboleza na pia kumsherekea maisha ya mzee Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Aliaga dunia tarehe 7 Februari mwaka huu. Marehemu Mbotela alikuwa mwanahabari tajika ambaye wanahabari wake ulikuwa kielelezo cha ubora, weledi na uadilifu kwa vizazi vingi vya watangazaji wa habari katika kanda ya Afrika Mashariki. Mheshimiwa Spika, tangu akiwa mdogo, marehemu Mambo Mbotela alionyesha shauku kubwa katika nyanja ya utangazaji, ikitambuliwa kwamba mara nyingi angebuni na akishikilia chupa kama kipaza sauti na kuiga kwa shauku wasomaji wa habari na wachambuzi wa michezo na huduma na utangazaji ya Afrika ABC. Mtindo huu ulikuwa dhihirisho ya mapema kwamba marehemu Mambo Mbotela alikuwa na talanta ya utangazaji na kuashiria cha uwezo ya kuwa mtangazaji aliyebobea akakomaa. Mheshimiwa Spika, mnamo mwaka wa 1964 ndoto ya marehemu Mambo Mbotela kujitosa na kubobea katika ulingo wa utangazaji zilianza kutimia alipojiunga na shirika la utangazaji la Sauti ya Kenya almaarufu VOK, ambalo sasa linajulikana kama shirika la utangazaji la Kenya KBC. Umaarufu wa marehemu Mambo Mbotela katika fani ya utangazaji ulionekana mara tu alipojiunga na shirika la VOK. Weledi wake na sauti yake ya kipekee vilimpa ushawishi katika nyanja ya utangazaji, ikiwemo matangazo ya matukio ya kihistoria katika taifa la Kenya. Mheshimiwa Spika, marehemu Mambo Mbotela atakumbukwa kwa ugwiji wake wa kipekee katika lugha ya Kiswahili, ujuzi aliyoutumia ustadi kupitia kipindi chake cha redio cha Kiswahili kilichojulikana kama Je, huu ni ungwana? Kupitia kwa kipindi hicho, marehemu Mambo Mbotela alimulika viongozi na raia kwa matendo yaliyokiuka maadili ya kijamii, kuwakosoa na kuwahitaji wawajibike zaidi. Na zaidi ya hayo, ucheshi na ufahamu wake katika kutangaza mbashara mchezo wa kandanda na sikukuu za kitaifa ulivutia sana wasikilizaji wote hapa nchini na kuimarisha hadhi yake katika utangazaji kama sauti yake ya kitaifa na pia kama shujaa katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Nikimalizia, Mheshimiwa Spika, natoa pole za dhati kwa familia, marafiki na taifa lote nzima kwa ujumla kwa kumpoteza mtangazaji huyu maarufu, mzee Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Kujitolea kwake katika utumishi wa umma, weledi na uadilifu katika kazi utabaki kuwa mfano bora, sio tu kwa wanahabari bali pia kwa Wakenya kwa ujumla. Tunamwombea apumzike kwa amani, na vile kwa familia tunaendelea kuwapatia pole. Hata kwa viongozi wote pia tunatoa pole. Asante sana Mr. Speaker.
Asante sana Haika. Yes, Omboko Milemba.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Ingawa wametumia Kiswahili, but nitajaribu kutumia Kiingereza. First, let me thank Honorable Aika for eulogizing Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Let me also, on my behalf and the people of Umuahia, send our condolences to the family, relatives, and the people of Leonard Mambo Mbotela, a great person in media who during the years 80s was at his peak. Honorable Speaker, Leonard Mambo Mbotela was an icon in this country, and this statement has come on time. Leonard Mambo is remembered for his time when making sure that Kenyans know the results of football matches, because those days there was no TV and the radios were not with everybody. So we would gather around a radio in a home where one person who may have bought a radio was, and would hear how he was able to announce how the football was going on. Some of his best names were like when he mentioned Controller Murila, Bobby Ogola, Sekatawa of Uganda, Serewangi of Uganda, Peter Tino of Tanzania, and other players who were celebrities during those days, including Zamoyoni Mogela. Secondly, you can never forget Leonard Mambo, because in 1982, when the coup occurred, we woke up in the morning, and now this time Leonard was not doing football, Honorable Speaker. But he had this to say, that serikali yetu iko mikononi mwa jeshi letu na polisi wote wakae kama raia. That's the day when we knew that police can just also be ordered to be raia. We want to celebrate this icon, and may God rest his soul in the best place. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Katana. Okay, yes. Give Katana.
Asante Bwana Spika. Nataka kujiunga na wenzangu kumwomboleza mwandishi shupavu Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Bwana Mbotela alikuwa kiungo muhimu na kielelezo bora kama waandishi wa habari, mimi nikiwa mmoja wao. Bwana Mbotela ameinua vipaji vingi sana vya waandishi na uboreshaji pia wa waandishi katika nchi hii. Bwana Spika, ingekuwa vyema kama watu wote ambao wamechangia mchango mkubwa katika taifa hili, ikiwa ni usanii na pia uandishi, waweze kukumbukwa kabla hawajakufa. Bwana Spika, Leonard Mambo Mbotela alikuwa ni mtangazaji maarufu na pia mwendeshaji vipindi katika redio ambavyo vimeelimisha watu wengi, ikiwa kipindi chake cha Je, huu ni ungwana. Naombea roho yake iweze kulala mahali pema peponi, na pia kuombea familia yake iweze kuwa na subra wakati huu wa maombolezi. Asante Bwana Spika.
Wangare.
Asante sana Bwana Spika. Hata mimi nataka kumpa hongera Mheshimiwa Haika Mizigi kwa kuweza kuleta hii habari hapa, habari ya kifo cha mwenda zake Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Na Mheshimiwa Spika, unajua ukisoma historia utajua Mambo Mbotela hakuwa tu wa Kenya. Ukiangalia historia yake, babu ya babu yake alikuwa ametekwa nyara kule Malawi, ndio wakajipata wamefika kule Mwambao kule Mombasa, na kwa hivyo ako na mizizi sio tu ya Kenya bali ni Afrika mzima. Mheshimiwa Spika, huwezi ukasoma historia ile aya ambayo ni ya majaribio ya mapinduzi ya serikali ya mwaka wa 1982 bila kuhusisha Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Na alipomaliza shule alianza kazi kule Nakuru, alisomea kule Kitui na aliweza kuanza kazi kule Nakuru kama mfanyikazi wa kikundi cha Standard kule Nakuru kabla aende katika Sauti ya Afrika ama VOA. Kwa hivyo ako na historia ambayo ni mzuri, ako na historia ambayo imeenda miaka zaidi ya 50 katika kupasha wa Kenya na kupasha hata dunia mzima na kupasha Afrika ya Mashariki. Kwa hivyo tunamuombea na tunaomba kwa dua kwa Mungu kwamba amlaze mahali pema, na kwa jamaa na marafiki tunawaombea faraja aweze kupumzika kwa amani. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Rachel Nyamai.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa kunipatia fursa hii. Pia mimi niweze kumshukuru Mheshimiwa Haika kwa Kiswahili kizuri sana cha Pwani. Ameweza kutukumbusha maisha ya Leonard Mambo Mbotela. Mheshimiwa Spika, pia mimi nataka kujiunga na wenzangu kutakia familia yake katika wakati huu mgumu, Mungu awapatie fadhila. Mheshimiwa Spika, fadhili. Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi nakumbuka Mambo Mbotela nikiwa mdogo. Wakati huo redio ilikuwa ni moja na kwetu sisi ni wengi sana. Kwa hivyo tulikuwa tunazunguka hiyo redio tukisikiza hicho kipindi chake cha Je, huu ni ungwana? Alikuwa mcheshi, alikuwa anafundisha jamii na alifanya kazi nyingi sana katika nchi ya Kenya. Mheshimiwa Spika, mimi ningependa kukumbuka maneno ambayo Leonard Mambo Mbotela alisema wakati ule alikuwa amezeeka, amefanya kazi nyingi. Aliuliza kama inawezekana kazi aliyofanya iweze kuhifadhiwa katika museum yetu. Kwa hivyo mimi naweza kuita Mheshimiwa Spika kama mkubwa wetu katika bunge na kupitia kamati yetu ambayo inaangalia mambo ya broadcasting, kama tunaweza kuchukulia jambo hili na tulipatie uzito na tuweze kuhifadhi kazi ambayo alifanya, awe anaweza kusomesha watu wale wengine. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Spika kwa fursa.
Meja Raso.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I join Kenyans, Honorable Naika, and many others to send a tribute and condolence on the demise of a distinguished Kenyan, a legend, a man I think who will live through history of broadcasting and media. Honorable Speaker, Leonard Mambo Mbotela was a household name. And when we look at our media today, and I think the journey they walked, many of them who lived in abject poverty, many did not know about their dwellings, about their life, but they contributed to Kenya we have today in terms of patriotism, loyalty, in terms of placing Kenya on the map of the world. Honorable Speaker, when Leonard Mambo Mbotela was in VOK, when he came to announce or is the one who will be broadcasting the news on that day, it means something serious was coming up. And that is why on 1st August 1982, the coup plotters of that time were able to use Mambo Mbotela to actually broadcast to Kenyans that there is a coup. So for that reason, I think the demise of people like Mambo Mbotela tell us something about our country. Is there something that has been written about this man? Are there archives that the Kenyans, the young Kenyans like those ones sitting in the gallery, will they remember such a man when they grow up? And he was an icon, because in the media today, we have a lot of young people who he did the tutelage to what they are today. With those many remarks, Honorable Speaker, ours is to pray for his soul to rest in eternal peace and for the Almighty God to give solace to his family. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Commissioner Makau.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this chance. Same time, allow me to thank the Honorable Haika, Taita Taveta MP, for bringing this to the House to enable members pass a word of condolences to the hero of the media houses and the then VOK of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, Kenyans will remember Leonard Mambo Mbotela as a man who brought happiness in houses during the then football. Mr. Speaker, Leonard Mambo Mbotela brought light and happiness by his knowledge of Swahili, his commendation on football made every Kenyan like football. Mr. Speaker, today, the late Leonard Mambo Mbotela character was even identified by the KDF boys led by Ochuka, who captured him to bring him to VOK so that Kenyans could know that really Kenya was under the then KDF takeover. Mr. Speaker, today I'm also a very unhappy person. When the family of Leonard Mambo Mbotela told us he is going to be deterred, he's going to be deterred at the Langar Cemetery, Kenyans wondered how. Mr. Speaker, we also learned really he was not a Kenyan descent, of Kenyan descent, but from Malawi. Mr. Speaker, how I wish as a nation we can honor such a man and give him a status that befits a hero of his nature. Mr. Speaker, how I wish Leonard Mambo Mbotela's funeral could be undertaken and taken care of, the cost and everything, by the Kenya government. Mr. Speaker, it's also important to know that even if the family doesn't have a place to lay him to rest, this nation has always honored heroes. Leonard Mambo Mbotela must be honored as so. On the same breath, Mr. Speaker, when I walked in, I found some members who are registering to go to Addis Ababa. Mr. Speaker, it's important for Kenyans to know, if Raila Odinga is going to AUC, it's not about the broad-based government. It's about Kenya. I wish, Mr. Speaker, because I know you are a generous man, how you can also accord some of us who are not in the broad-based government, you afford us to go to Addis Ababa so that we have...
Order, you are out of order.
Sorry, Mr. Speaker.
What is going on in Addis Ababa has nothing to do with the death of Leonard Mambo.
Mr. Speaker, I'm talking about heroes. Yes. We are celebrating one Amolo Raila Odinga as a hero who is living. And Mr. Speaker, our support to him shows how patriotic we are. Mr. Speaker, you don't have to wait for heroes to die so that we celebrate them. That is why I brought it that way. But however, Mr. Speaker, allow me to join other members who are passing their condolences to the late Leonard Mambo Mbotela. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you.
Thank you.